Well, hello there, YouTube, and welcome to, right now, a 65-degree Saturday, April the 30th. Last day of April. Tomorrow's May 1. As you can see, the old street glide is out. I am going to drive to Portland to play on a Ducati motorcycle. They're having that Ducati XDiavel experience at PIR, my old stomping ground racetrack. I just have this love-hate relationship with those things. Now, I haven't ridden XDiavel, and seeing that probably be some time before we ever get one of those things. Actually, we won't even take them. I think we had the auction, the last Diavel we had. Just nobody's interested. I don't know. Maybe it's just this area or something. I like a motorcycle that look like a motorcycle, not a kind of a borderline freak show thing going on, or some weird that hybrid look. But the XDiavel is 1,000 times better looking, to me anyway, than the regular Diavel. But still, that thing is just confusing looking. It's like it doesn't know what it wants to be. It's like a bunch of artists got together and met up with the engineers and say, hey, we have this art vision, and this is, can you make this? And they are, all right, well, we'll cobble this thing together and stuff a crazy powerful motorcycle in it and call it good. Hey, look at this, the Polaris Slingshot. Sling. I'm in downtown Vancouver, about to cross the I-5 bridge here into Oregon, which crosses the Columbia River. Man, I don't know what's going on with Highway 14 back there, and that created a massive gridlock. I mean, that was like what you would expect during the week, not on a Saturday. Mount Hood, she's covered in clouds there. Can't even see her. Not that I'm going to spend any time trying. Nothing like being distracted in traffic. Let's go see what this Ducati event is all about. I'm assuming it's in the facility. It said at Portland at PIR. Yep, there's an XDiavel sign right there. With one sitting right there. Are we supposed to pull in here? I'm assuming. So maybe we're not going to ride around the track. So some goofy guy shows up on a Harley to ride a Ducati. So where does I park? I guess I just find a spot over here somewhere. Looks like it's pretty light, so I'll just land the place here and call it good. Alright. So I thought I hear cars out on the track, so maybe we're not. But we're gonna ride these back roads and stuff back here. So I'll see what it's all about, and we'll be back directly. I'm gonna swap batteries too.
Just getting ready to go out on our short ride, but if you'd like to join us, we'll wait for you.
Oh yeah?
Yeah.
About the roll.
Another hour until they get back and doing it again, so.
Oh. So I guess I better hurry, huh?
No, yeah, we'll wait for it.
All right. God damn, we're gonna go right now. So, turn you off here. recording. I think there's a distinct possibility this thing was not recording. God, if this thing hasn't been recording this whole time, I'm going to be insanely upset. Triple X Deadhead had issues, camera issues, when he went on a test ride at a dealer on one of these things. Is there some kind of bad omen with GoPros and Ducatis? Man, if this thing didn't record, I'm really going to be upset. Why would it just out of nowhere? You'd never have a problem, and then the worst opportune time, the thing wigs out on you. He said somewhere on the route there's a bag of grapes all squished in the middle of the road. Just huge obstacle. It could be slippery. Man, the compression dampening is like insanely high on this thing. It's like riding on a steel strut. But when you hit something big, it absorbs it properly. It just, I know this thing's adjustable. I would kind of wind that compression damping just a bit, just to make a little more smoother ride. Geez, that jet flying over me. I thought somebody was coming down the sidewalk beside me. Stock exhaust. He's gonna let us go as a group. Come on, let's go. The other guys waited. You can tell people don't ride in group rides. You can leave pretty much as one vehicle. It's like you're one long train, you know, and you're connected, and people won't mess with you. Not even the police officers, you know, they'll watch and wave at you as you take off. You know, you can't have every bike do its individual stop. That's one of those things you learn as you group ride. These guys all had really nice gear, so I'm assuming they have some ride experience. I was the only person that rode up on a motorcycle to go on the ride. Everybody else parked and drove in. Or drove in and parked and walked up with their gear. But this is fun though. A new experience is always a cool thing. And I almost bailed on the idea of coming out here. It's just that having to take all but 7 miles of my ride to work to come down here, but I'm glad I did. It's fun getting to ride with a group of guys on some Ducatis. You do need to be a little careful on the slow takeoffs though. I'm telling you, you could stall this thing very, very easily. You ever notice it's always like when you're at a stoplight or something and you're like the first one in line, and when you do that, you see the grill of this, you know, Chevy monster truck that's, you know, higher than your head barreling down on you because he's not expecting you to just suddenly stop, you know. Man, if you ever do that and you're in traffic like that, and they start moving, just start flailing your arms and freaking out. Get their attention quick, because they will mow you right down. I don't know what that reminds me of. It reminds me of something I've ridden. It has a very familiar feeling. Kind of reminds me of like an SV 1000 or something. Is about what that feels like. The Oregon National Guard, is that right? Nice little cruise over here by this Quonset hut. Oh, that was a military jet just took off. I don't see him. I just heard him. Well, at speed, you don't notice that tire as much. I mean, you can tell there's a big, wide meat on it, though. Just has the, you can just notice them. At slower speeds, it actually, you feel it pulling on the handlebars. So it's kind of a weird feeling that you only notice with great big tires on the back of a bike. But this is, as the guy explained, you know, the Diavel was just kind of whatever. They didn't know what it was, he said. He goes, the XDiavel, he goes, immediately after it came out, everybody started winning cruiser awards. And they go, oh, I guess we made a cruiser, you know. And so this one was purpose built to be a cruiser, they were saying. One hell of a fast cruiser. From what little we've done here, I can only imagine it handles very well. Little kid doesn't wave at a motorcycle. What's wrong with you? What little boy doesn't wave at a motorcycle? I don't know how far I would take this thing. Just me and my posture anyway. Then pegs would have to come way back. I hear it like a chirping sound. I've been hearing it since I've been going. I don't know what the hell it is. Yeah, don't pull out in front of that truck. I just keep thinking, this is cool. It's a nice day and riding something bizarre and new, and it's a good old time. Oh, the ever famous VFR 800 Honda. Thing is harsh over bumps, but it's got plenty of travel, because when you hit the larger whoops, you feel it using up a ton of travel. It's just a compression brake, or compression damping is what it is. Get that sucker clicks out, kind of knock that sharp edge off of it. But they're probably doing that, you know, for handling purposes as well. Because if you really got to romping fast on it, you'd want her stiffened up a bit. There's a frequency in this thing that is making my hands numb. Especially with the 2-on-2, you know, two fingers on two levers. Between the buzz in the throttle pipe and the buzz on the levers, it kind of giving me a little bit of a tingling feeling. A Japanese guy would jump on it and go, "What the heck's going on? That thing rumbles and shakes, and I feel vibrations." That's that live vehicle engine thrusting horsepower underneath you, son. Twist a grip and smile. This thing would be awesome to just go ripping and bombing around on, but it's so peculiar and you look so odd riding it. I literally probably would never ride it. It would be like my Sportster 72. You know, I love that bike. I like the way it felt. It handled good, had plenty of power, but it was too glittery. You know, these things are odd enough that people are going to look just trying to figure out what the hell you're riding. It's like, what is that thing? Oh, look at that line. That's the way I got to go home. I got to turn and go right up that right there. It's not going to be cool. Why is there this traffic on Saturday? Look how slow it's going. But this was fun. Getting to ride this very unique motorcycle. So here we are pulling back in where we came from. Man, I filmed so much. It's gonna take forever to edit this thing into a ride. Man, my hands are absolutely numb, especially my throttle hand. I have no idea what that squeak sound is, and I can't tell if it's coming from him or coming from me. Oh, these guys did ride in. All four of them did. Oh, I'm sorry. I thought they all drove in. That's the proper way to park a bike. I love the guys that the first thing they do is turn the steering wheel sideways. That was fun.
Did all the ducks make it over the curb?
They did.
The last one was kind of struggling.
Yeah.
He was keeping pretty hard.
Yeah.
We might have to stop and help him get over the curb.
Give him a little.
Bag of grapes? What the? Oh yeah.
You had ducks going across the road?
Yeah, those are like five or six.
Yeah.
I mean, they're about this big.
No way.
Small and little baby.
Ducks beating a bag of grapes?
But that was fun. Fun. Oh, I didn't notice the swing arm's painted. I actually like the black swing arm better on the standard. Oh, hell yeah. Yeah, that thing just looks gaudy as hell, that silver one. What a confused looking bike. But it is cool though.
On my BMW, I got an automatic button adjustment. Thank you very much.
Oh yeah, thank you.
Well, that was a lot of fun. Now I got to deal with this crazy traffic up ahead of me here. I don't know if you guys noticed when I was coming through underneath the freeway, the northbound lane was just like gridlock. Alright, we're off in the spray of hen poop and hi-ho silver. And I know I'm going up and one way, but oh, now this feels nice. This feels really nice. I think I scared the bejesus out of that guy. Oh man, is this thing feel comfortable. Oh yeah. Much nicer. Oh shit ton more comfortable. I gotta lay in these circles just right so that you create a break in the flux capacitor. Oh man, this is not going to be good. It's still backed up. It's way easier to ride at slow speed too. This thing, way easier. I smell coolant, and the first thing I'm thinking, I'm going, dang, what the hell is leaking on this thing? Moron. There is no radiators on a Harley. Well, actually there is on the touring ones and V-rods. I did quite a few good long total stop feet on the pegs thing. It was great. So then it became a goal to see how long I could do it. So I kept doing it. God, I haven't done that in a long time. I actually got a ticket once because I came to a stop and didn't put my foot down, even though I had completely come to a stop. The bike, it's cool. Was I impressed? No. It wasn't anything, nothing special. I mean, it's cool, you know, it's high tech and everything, but it's to me it's just crazy bizarre looking. And the clamshell riding position, it would have to have, like, it needs to have like at least sport bike peg placement, maybe even super sport peg placement, and that thing would feel right. But I could never. The thing is so bizarre looking. I just can't. Like I've mentioned in other parts of somewhere today, I would never ride it. But yeah, the bike just seems very confusing. And they said, you know, the Ducati guys were saying it's a purpose-built cruiser. You know, just a go fast cruiser that'll actually you know, bank and turn. It's got 40-degree lean angle on it, which is, you know, like average sport bike type lean angles. So that's pretty impressive. But and you can see that some of them have been written that way because of the lack of chicken strips on the tires, and had some good heat in them. But I don't know, it just it felt weird in turns. Like I constantly was reminded of that big old meat on the back of it, and I'm sure that's just one of those things you would absolutely get used to. But it's so noticeable. It's just this weird, when you turn, you're having to use up all of that tire. You know, even a gradual turn uses up more surface area of the tire to get the same lean angle, and you just feel it. It feels weird. It feels like the rear is not tracking with the front. And then at slower speeds, it actually, you can feel it like making the handlebars turn in. It's kind of a peculiar feeling. But I've ridden other bikes with big fat meats on there, and you notice the same thing. I do want to thank you guys for taking the trip to Portland with me, right next to PIR. I was seriously hoping we're gonna go around the track, but there was some car racing, or at least practice going on out there. There were some big V8s out there that just sounded, I couldn't see them, but oh man, it sounded good. It sounded so incredibly good. It sounded like a NASCAR on a road course is what they sounded like. Oh, really, really nice. Definitely big V8s. But anyway, the route we took was fun. It was fun riding the bike. It was fun riding something new. My impression of it, I hope, doesn't make any of you mad or anything. I'm just being totally honest. If I like it, I tell you. If I don't, I tell you. No sugar coating, whatever. Everybody has their own opinion. You know, what I like it, you know, I swear there's a bug in my sleeve. These things don't fit tight, so they things can go up there. It's not a riding jacket. But yeah, anyway, you know, things I like, other people don't like. That's all good. Go out there and ride these things, see what you like. Some bikes may surprise the heck out of you. I'm always surprised at things that I've never even given a second look. It just doesn't even scratch the surface of something I would even give a second look, and you take one for a ride and all of a sudden your opinion has completely changed. Those things will happen, but those are a lot of fun. But anyway, on that, I appreciate you guys coming along with me today for the journey down to Portland and back again. I don't like that drive because I do that drive every day, so it drives me nuts when I have to go to Portland for something. But anyway, it is what it is, and I had a lot of fun, so the end result is it was very much so worth it. And cool bike, cool company, all is good. So on that, I'm gonna roll out and conclude today's adventure. So we'll talk to you guys later. Whatever comes up next, who's to say? But I appreciate you guys coming along. You guys be safe out there. We'll see you now.